Okay. We still have some Christmas decorations up, but for the most part they're taken down, and we're back in the usual spot. Okay. Is my napkin holder in the way? Sorry, I don't know if it is or not. I'm taking it away. Okay, this is about the upcoming assault weapons ban. My last video about it was a rant. I'm cursing a blue streak every 2 seconds, blah blah blah. This is gonna be a little more professional. First and foremost, my M1 carbine arrived Friday. I got home from work. I emailed the guy to ask if my check was delivered. He said not only is your check delivered, but the rifle was mailed and arrived. My dealer is going to let me pick it up tomorrow night. It was interstate transfer. I bought it on Gunbroker. The gun dealer in Ohio had to mail it to my dealer here in New York, and I have to go sign off on it tomorrow night. But it's here. I also need to save up a little bit of money so I can buy a carry case for it. It only comes with one magazine. I got to buy a few more magazines. But between the rifle and the ammo, I'm getting cleaned out. So, I understand you have bills to pay. I have bills to pay. I was unemployed for a long time. Now I'm working part-time, and I gotta save up every penny to buy a rifle, save up every penny to buy this, that, and the other thing. You know, you could live in a modest home. You and your wife could make a combined total of $150,000 a year. But once you get done paying the bills, plus you got maybe 2 small kids you gotta take care of, that $150,000 goes by pretty fast, especially with a $620 billion tax hike coming. So yeah, I understand, and I've been there too. I think I'm there now. I could say, I understand if we're having problems getting guns, getting ammunition, getting magazines, but we should try as hard as we can to get something. My philosophy is this: if you already have an AR-15, please don't buy another one. Allow someone that has no rifle to buy that AR-15. I hate to sound like a communist, but it's not fair that you have 10 AR-15s in your house and your neighbor has none. So, I don't believe in spreading the wealth, I believe in spreading the weapons. So, please be considerate, please be willing to allow your friend to buy a rifle, or sell one of your old rifles that you don't need anymore. Or if you have a crate of rifles, sell them 1 or 2. Magazines. You have a couple of magazines for yourself. Your friend has none. Please sell him one. You might have a friend who's building an AR-15 and has no magazines. You have 10 magazines. Sell him one. Ammunition. You have 12,000 rounds of ammunition. Sell your friend a case or 2, will you? Okay, we gotta take care of ourselves now. Now, this is the list. I got this from Fate of Destiny and Ebomi. This is the list of what Comrade Feinstein wants to ban. Is she going to ban all of it? Time will tell. But this is what she wants to ban. Very first thing on the list, M1 carbine. Hey, I'm lucky, ain't I? Mini 14, AR-15, Bushmaster XM15, Armalite M15. The Armalite M15 is an AR-15. You know, the AR-15 was sold to Colt, so Armalite now calls their rifle the M15, but you get the idea. AR-10, which is a 308 AR rifle. Thompson model 1927, which is the Tommy gun. Auto Ordnance makes a civilian Tommy gun, 16-inch barrel, semi-automatic only. The Thompson M1, which is the Joe Blow World War II Tommy gun. AK, AKM, AKS, AK-47, AK-74, ARM, MAC-90, NHM-90. I don't even know most of this shit. NHM-91, SA-85, SA-93, Vepr, Olympic Arms PCR, AR-70, Calico Liberty, Dragunov SVD Sniper Rifle or Dragunov SVU, Fabrique Nationale FN FAL, FN LAR or FNC, High Point 20 Carbine. I heard the 45 only. I heard all of them, but High Point 20 Carbine, HK91, HK93, HK94, HKPSG-1, Thompson 1927 Commando, Kel-Tec sub rifle. That's the sub 2000. That little, yeah, the little fucking pistol carbine. Yeah. Saga or Sega. Those are the AKs. SAR-8, SAR-4800, SKS with detachable magazine. The SKS rifles that are renovated to hold an AK-47 magazine are banned. The traditional SKS 10-round triple clip, they're fine for now. I'll get back to it in a minute. SLG 95, SLR 95 or 96, Steyr AU, it's AUG, they're stupid. Steyr AUG, Tavor, Uzi, Galil and Uzi Sporter, Galil Sporter, or Galil Sniper Rifle, Galatz. Pistols are copies of Calico M-110, Mac 10, Mac 11, or MPA3, Olympic Arms OA, Tech 9, Tech DC 9, Tech 22 Scorpion or AB-10, Uzi, shotguns or copies, Arms Core 30 BG, SP AS-12 or LAW-12, Striker 12, Street Sweeper, catch all category for anything missing or new designs. A semi-automatic rifle that accepts a detachable box magazine and has a folding or telescopic stock, a threaded barrel, meaning flesh hider, a pistol grip, which includes anything that can serve as a pistol grip, see below, a forward grip or barrel shroud, any semi-automatic rifle with a fixed magazine that can accept more than 10 rounds, except tubular magazine for 22 rimfire. A semi-automatic pistol that has the ability to accept a detachable box magazine and has second pistol grip. That's a class 3 weapon anyway. Threaded barrel, barrel shroud. Can accept a detachable magazine outside the pistol grip. Semi-automatic pistol with a fixed magazine that can accept more than 10 rounds. Semi-automatic shotgun with folding stock, pistol grip, ability to accept detachable box magazine or has a fixed capability of more than 5 rounds. That means shotgun, semi-automatic, no more than 5 rounds. A shotgun with a revolving cylinder. Those are shit anyway. Frames, receivers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here's the issue. Remember the 2-feature test? Your rifle may have 1 evil feature. Your rifle may have 0 evil features. Your shotgun 0. Your handgun 0. It is also rumored that the weapons that we already have will be grandfathered if we tax stamp for the ATF. Considering the backlog the ATF has now for tax stamps, this could multiply that by at least 10. Also, interestingly enough, the stripper clip and on-block rifles like the M1 Garand, the SKS, anything fed with an internal magazine is not on the list. So I could buy an M1 Garand with the bayonet lug because the M1 Garand does not have a detachable box magazine. It has that on-clip shit. Or end-clip, whatever you want to call it. SKS rifle has the bayonet lug, but it has a 10-round stripper clip. They should be fine for now. The M1A, which is the civilian version of the M14, is not on the list. Now, I mentioned this before. The Attorney General has the ability to add or subtract anything to this list at any time, no questions asked, period, no discussion. That means Eric Holder, the Black Panther sympathizer who sold guns to Mexican drug lords to kill women and children and babies with, he can tell you what gun to buy and what gun not to buy. Now, I am a stockholder in Ruger and I am a stockholder in Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson will no longer be able to make their AR rifle known as the M&P. That will affect me. Ruger will no longer be allowed to make the Mini 14. that will affect me. I'm hoping that Ruger would make... I have a friend of mine who's a naval reservist and he's a CMP member, Civilian Marksmanship Program. He said he sees M1 Garand chamber for 308. Hopefully Ruger can make a mini Garand chamber for 308 or a micro Garand chamber for 5.56. You know, just put the friggin' on-clip in. Until they do that, my account is fucked. Also, I would like to see, maybe in the meantime, the Ruger bring back their pistol caliber carbine known as the police carbine. Rise Arms has one. I'm going to put a link below if I can find it for him. Ruger had a pistol caliber carbine that fed your detachable box magazine and had no evil features on it. Remember, the rifle has not allowed any evil features. Ruger stopped making that rifle 6 or 7 years ago, but maybe they'll bring it back. Hopefully they will, because I need to make money. And I'm a stockholder in Ruger. I'm not a big wig, but I own a little bit of stock. If I worked for Smith & Wesson and Ruger, I would say, tell Ruger, you know, make the police carbine and try to make a mini Garand or a micro Garand. Also, can we make an American SKS rifle or some shit? Also, can we bring back some of the older school models like a Mr. Browning semi-automatic Remington was in 1908? Mr. John Browning made a semi-automatic rifle with the detachable box magazine for hunting, but because there were no tactical rifles back in the day, a lot of police officers bought that rifle and pressed it into service. Could we bring that back for Remington or some other company? Could we do something in the meantime? I don't know. Now, according to the rumors mill, it is alleged that you will no longer be able to buy, sell, or trade pre-ban stuff. Under all the assault weapons bans, you could buy, sell, or trade any 11-round magazine, buy, sell, or trade any evil weapon if it was pre-banned. It is rumored that if you have it today, it's yours, but once this passes, you're not allowed to buy it, you're not allowed to sell it or trade it. It's also rumored that you're not allowed to give it to your children. When you die, your children have to surrender to the government. Now, it's an old saying, ask for a mile, get an inch. It is entirely possible that our comrades in Washington will not get what they want. It is entirely possible this will be diluted or downgraded a little bit or some shit like that. But somehow, some way, something is coming. Okay? Abdul said that if he does not get this approved by Congress, he will issue one of his executive orders, as usual. Okay? Now, keep in mind that we need pistol caliber carbines, because pistol caliber carbines are acceptable at most handgun ranges. Not all, but most of them, including ranges around here. Pistol ammunition is cheaper than rifle ammunition, so you will get to the range more often and practice more often, okay? Because if you have a rifle range an hour's drive away and a handgun range 20 minutes away, you're going to go to the handgun range more often. So your pistol caliber carbine is acceptable at the pistol range most of the time. So you go to the range more often, ammo's cheaper, you shoot more often, and the rifle is cheaper. So it's cheaper to buy a pistol caliber carbine than a full-fledged rifle carbine, regular rifle like 5.56, 7.62 NATO. So you might be a person of very, very limited funds, and you want a weapon for home defense, and a pistol caliber carbine will be an option for you. This ban of having no evil features pretty much bans every pistol caliber carbine on the market today, except the Ruger police carbine, which is out of production at the moment, and the Marlin Camp carbine, which is out of production at the moment. Hopefully they'll bring them back. Hopefully they'll make new pistol caliber carbines. Also, pistol caliber carbine. If you live in a house or an apartment that has very, very, very small, thin sheetrock walls, a rifle round will go right through the wall into your neighbor's house or apartment and hurt family members, okay? A pistol caliber carbine is less likely to overpenetrate the wall. So these pistol caliber carbines are acceptable for the limited funds group of people, and they're fucked. Now, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. We got down on our knees like a bunch of slaves, and we begged this to happen. Okay? He won at least 10 pro-gun states. Okay? In addition to that, Comrade Feinstein and all the other shitheads in Washington, they keep getting reelected. Okay? Charlie Rangel should be in prison, yet he's in Congress. Elliot Ingalls should be in prison, yet he's in Congress. Eric Holder should be in prison in Mexico, yet he's in the Justice Department. Okay? We continually get on our knees like slaves and beg for this to happen. Then when it happens, we complain about it, okay? You know what it reminds me of? It's kind of like this, okay? You go to prison, you go to the shower, you stand in front of a guy that hasn't seen a woman in 30 years, you bend over, you spread your ass cheeks, he cornholes you, and you complain later. Okay? I was talking to Lima Life before. You can't blame a communist for confiscating guns any more than you can blame a rat for smelling like shit. Okay? That's what they do, okay? They're just like sex offenders. That's their job. It's their job to hurt people. Okay? These skells in Washington and state capitals, there's state representatives too. There are state lawmakers, governors, mayors, okay? These skells, they're criminals. They're criminals. Okay? They fuck with us, we re-elect them. They fuck with us, we re-elect them. You know, so maybe if we get an assault weapons ban, maybe it'll register in our fucking brains that, wait a minute, we need to fight back. We need to throw all these guys out of Washington, get rid of all of them. Now, my personal opinion, if you voted for these guys this past November 6th, your taxes should be increased, not mine. All of your guns should be taken away from you, not mine. Okay? You asked for this, you should deserve it. Okay? I feel like someone committed a crime and I'm the one in prison. That's how I feel. Something is coming. So don't just sit there and be like, yeah, it ain't gonna fucking happen. You had Republicans cross party lines to make this bullshit debt crisis, fiscal cliff deal, tax increase thing. Okay? Something is coming. And if you don't believe me, if you think it's not gonna come, you're a moron. It might not be as fanatical as they want it to be, but something is going to come. And when it comes, it's gonna hurt bad. Okay? He said he was gonna do this, and now he did it. Now he's doing it. His gun control policy comes from the Ku Klux Klan handbook. Okay? I said a few months ago, I said, if you re-elect this guy, we're not going to have any gun rights, we're going to be on the fucking breadline, we're going to be starving to death, we're going to be paying taxes out of our assholes. I'm always right. Even when I hate being right, I'm always right. And if you voted for him, and you even think of fucking complaining to me that your rights are being threatened, you know what I'm going to tell you? Good. If you're sitting home with your hands folded, looking at me saying, Vinny, the ban ain't going to happen, they're full of shit, okay? Okay? Don't say you weren't warned. Get your ass down to the gun store now and buy whatever piece of shit they have left. Take money out of the bank account, put a deposit on it, and pay them $20 a week if you have to. Go down to the gun store today and buy whatever piece of shit you can find. Because crazy Joe Biden told the mayor of Boston this will be done deal by the end of January. Considering all the other fucking they've been doing the past couple of years with us, I'm not going to call their bluff. Thank you. If you want a copy of this list, PM me and I will give you a copy. Or comment me, be like, Vinny, mail me a copy and I'll email you a copy. Copy this list right here. They can add or subtract to it later. You know how the deal is with them. Thank you.